see you here with all these perfect petals. Hope you get picked.
Annie, you're so bitter. It's an honor to be a part of picking season.
Lily, stop growing up. You were supposed to help me save the soil. What happened to cleaning the fertilizers and breathing clean air again? We can still be hopeful. You know how detrimental picking season is. I can't fix this chemical deathbed alone. Once you're picked, I'll be the only one left. And you know Mom doesn't care.
The world is beyond repair, Danny. I'm doing what's best for me and what's best for the reputation of this garden.
Reputation will mean nothing when this garden dies.
I can't be here anymore, Danny. As long as there are buds like Mom around, there will always be pickers. There will always be fertilizer, and there will always be pickers pulling our roots. I need to be an example of a better life beyond this soil.
Lily, what happens to everyone left in the garden that you helped destroy?
I know what I'm doing. This is what Mom wanted, and I'm making her proud. I need to grow beyond the garden.
Fine, get picked. You won't escape our problems when you're outside, though. This is where they start.
Danny, come with me here. Come on, let's leave this garden. We can grow and make this garden together. We can have fertilizer and sun again. Come with me.
The picker's world is decaying, just like ours. They're the ones responsible for this damage. Look around, buds can't breathe here, and it's worse up there. This world is plagued because of pickers and plastic petals just like you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go save this garden.
I hope you do.
Lily! Oh, honey bud, you are beautiful. My very own bud is being picked. What a crowning moment for my garden. Every bud everywhere will be watching this perfect picking. Here, try some more fertilizer. Yes, suck in a tad more. Yes, purse your petals. There. You're almost as perfect as me. Lily, you are changing the garden, changing picking season forever. Every bud will now look up to you as the standard for how beautiful a flower can be, and they will all come to Mom's garden for their picking. Oh, what a glorious moment for me and my garden. This is your time, Lily. Let's get picked.
You let them pick the buds who are saving this garden. Mom, you're disgusting!
Danny, go back to your soil. Pleasing the pickers is how we stay alive. You may not understand the importance and beauty of the picking season, but don't let your experience as a dandelion plague your excitement about the celebration of the season. A flower's beauty is the reason the pickers keep our gardens in their world. Picking season must be celebrated, and it must be beautiful. In the beginning of picking traditions, flowers were brought into the world to aid the outside beauty around. But when the picker's world got dark, picking season and the flowers that were brought into this world became the sole root of beauty for everyone else. Beauty is our job as flowers. The world depends on us. And with this heat, your generation's going to need fertilizer to grow to its fullest potential. So go, get garden.
If we don't start changing our ways, there will be nobody left to pick but you.
Hello? This is Mom's garden, right?
Yeah, but turn back while you still can.
Perfect. You're funny. Is there anything left in these cans? I need a little more room.
The picker's world is worse than our soil, so you should probably start caring. The fertilizer goes straight into the world's water supply. We used to be natural, and now we're literally burning from all the chemicals, and nobody's doing anything about it. Have fun up there.
Listen, I don't have time for your hobbies. All of my energy goes into being picked. It's harder work than you can imagine as a weed. But as a flower, I require the best product and environment for the picking. This is life or death. I need to be picked.
Yeah. Okay, bud. Don't stress. I'll just save the soil for the both of us. Mom, there's a bud here for picking season. This one has thorns.
Why are you so bitter?
Listen, bud. Fertilization seems good, right? Wrong. It's superficial growth. Too many sprays gives us a false sense of strength and it weakens our roots. This beauty culture promoted by these bloomers picking tradition is depleting the nutrients for anything to grow and actually live in the garden. Buds use bottles of single-use fertilizer for a single picking, and it's not healthy. Our soil doesn't need any more pollution.
Yeah, it's too depressing to think about all that stuff. Please stop before I wilt.
Ignoring the soil doesn't stop the problem. Have fun destroying yourself with the planet.
I need to find Mom. Oh, hello, honey bug. Happy picking season. You are beautiful. I know. I'm Mom. I know what you're thinking. How am I blooming so well this spring when autumn's a chrysanthemum growing season? It's just the fertilizer in this soil works that well. And it's personally packaged for cleanliness. Okay, let's try a spritz. Let's get started on your picking. Hi there.
Go back home.
Excuse me?
Picking season is fake. I recommend you stay away from the fertilizer. It's irreversible.
Well, I'm here to grow. My other garden wasn't supportive of my growth because it was so dark all the time and I always wanted something different. seasonal depression hit so hard, and I've always dreamed of growing in a better garden, and everybody comes here, so here I am, ready to grow.
You're not here for the picking season?
Picking? Well, I picked this garden, I guess.
Do you know who Mom is?
Mom?
You must come from one shaded garden. Well, I'm Danny, and I'm the only one who cleans up around here.
Daisy, is there any open soil?
Just plop down anywhere. Actually, since you mentioned soil...
Danny! Come quick. I need you to record Rose's before and after for our Pickers public picture page.
I'll bring it back. Here, use this when you find your patch. It ventilates the chemicals.
Thank you.
Mom, I'm not impressed.
This is a lovely season, Dan. We're doing the right thing.
We aren't doing anything. Picking season is your thing.
There is nothing wrong with a little growth, Danny. And I honestly don't see the problem with what we're doing. Fertilizer can be a positive thing. Oh, Honeybug. Who is this?
That's Daisy. Leave her alone. She's just beginning to grow.
Daisy. Mom. Has anyone ever told you how beautiful you are? What fertilizer do you use? I would love to order some. I'm in charge of the picking season in this garden, and I'm always looking for self-growth tips to share with the garden.
I don't use any fertilizer.
You're natural?
Yes. We didn't have fertilizer in my other garden.
And tell me, Honeybug, was this other garden of yours as beautiful as mine?
My other garden was kind of like this one, except nobody was there anymore. Most of the buds left or died eventually because of the darkness, and it was just me in the end. So I decided that springtime is a good time to move. It's easier to shift your roots before you bloom.
Oh, that is absolutely heartbreaking. We are so happy to have you here. You're beautiful. And tell me, Honeybug, were any of your other friends picked in your other garden? I'm in charge of the springtime picking season, and we're pretty acclaimed over here. We're a top picking garden. Honeybug, you could be a great candidate for this year's picking.
No, thank you, Mom. I'd like to pick myself before somebody else picks me.
Mom, not this one. Daisy is beautiful. That doesn't matter. Imagine if a bud that beautiful was picked from my garden. Oh, that would be so great for my reputation. A bud coming here for a second chance to bloom in a better place. The world will go wild. Daisy is what my garden needs.
Mom, leave Daisy alone.
Dan, I'm doing what's best for my garden, and you should be supporting me. I won't even have to use fertilizer. You can be happy about that. Daisy, I'd like to recruit you for this year's picking.
I'm not interested, Mom. I would like to work on my own
Oh,
growth.
just come with me for 1 second. We don't have to make any decisions yet. We can just start a tiny process, and then you can decide before you're picked.
Well, will I get to see the sun?
If you're picked by the right picker, you could spend all your days in the sun.
I guess I'll give it a try.
Wonderful!
Mom, you're ruining this garden.
So, you were uprooted from your other garden before you came over here?
Yes, it was very lonely. So I'm happy to be here with the other buds. I'm not sure what I'd like to do yet, but I think I'm passionate about helping others.
Oh, you are so ambitious for someone so beautiful.
Thank you. I just hate seeing flowers in bad situations. I just know that there's so many flowers who don't know how to support their own growth, and I'd like to be the one to help them with that.
That is so wonderful. That's kind of like what I do. I believe the picking season is one of the best ways for a flower to bloom, and it helps save the garden. Pickers only want the most beautiful buds, and this time of season is a great time to leave the soil. They're going to love you. Think of all the beauty you'll be sharing with the pickers. Being picked is one of the best ways you can help my garden.
Daisy, get away from there!
What? They're gonna pick you! They're going to love you. You look so beautiful, honey.
No, where are you taking me? No, I want to grow myself. I want to grow. Daddy, help me, please. Get off of me. I am not something for you to pick.
Daisy, I guess I'll the pickers.
Let go of me. No, please. I want to grow myself. I want to grow. You knew she didn't want to be picked. How could you let that happen?
I can't control the nature of beauty, Dan. Picking season's important, and we needed Daisy's beauty for my garden's reputation.
You don't get it. Daisy didn't want to be picked. Daisy was going to stay and help us clean the garden. You don't care enough about this garden to see how picking season is ruining the soil.
Daisy did the best thing any flower can by being beautiful enough to be picked and brought into the picker's
Beauty
world.
doesn't give anyone the right to pick somebody.
She asked for it when she came to this garden. Blame the season, Dan, not me. No one cares about your save the garden environmentalist thing. My soil is fine. Fertilizer isn't going anywhere. Your generation of buds knows nothing about the beauty within these traditions.
That's ridiculous. These traditions are demeaning and creating all of this pollution. This garden isn't just yearning for popularity, Mom. It's struggling to stay alive. How do you expect buds to plant down and come here if the soil is so unhealthy?
We'll just put a little fertilizer on the soil.
That's the problem. Everyone's using so much fertilizer, the world is basically dead now, and you're only making it worse with this picking season. Traditions need to change. Look at this.
Danny, I didn't realize the soil looked like this without the chemical clean beauty treatment. What can we do?
Start with this. Move it around in the soil. Like this. Good. We need to turn over the soil so that the surface can breathe again. There's too much fertilizer in the water supply, and we just need to compost organic products to fix a deficient vitamin mutation caused by the chemicals.
How depressing. Where did you learn all of this?
Lily told me everything when I first moved here. We were working together before they got picked. Saving the soil is a process, and we just need to do something before it's too late.
I miss Lily. Such a passionate bud. Oh, look at this. Oh, the soil is so fresh and clean over here.
Yes, that's what we want.
Oh, this is so great. I wonder how we can brand this for our garden's publicity page.
We could just share the problems. Not enough buds even realize their impact, and just talking about it with them might help shift lifestyle decisions that can help better the environment.
Picking season is such an annual tradition. Buds aren't just going to give that up.
Organic fertilizer is a step towards change.
It's too expensive.
You can make your own.
Danny, buds come to my soil because I'm the best. And the pickers like the current beauty with the fertilizer. It's going to be hard to change that while maintaining our reputation.
We need to help before it's too late.
Danny, you are so beautiful. And so passionate. Like, so beautiful. You can make someone really happy if they picked you.
want to be picked. I'm saving the soil.
Danny, think about what's best for the garden. Picking season's necessary for us to afford our soil plots, and if you were picked using the organic fertilizer, then I can prove to the rest of the buds that natural beauty is in this season.
I'm not getting picked.
Danny, I really think you should be the first to try the organic fertilizer.
Get away from me. I'm saving this garden.
Danny, we just need to see if the pickers like the product.
No, stop!
Danny, this product is perfect.
It feels weird to have petals like this. Let's go back to the soil together. We can clear some new patches by morning.
Danny, look at yourself. You're blooming.
I'm blooming like a flower.
Danny, honeybug, you're blooming more beautiful than any flower. Look.
Wow, I'm blooming. This is beautiful. Everyone needs to switch to organic. Get away from me.
It's time, Danny.
No!
Congratulations on being picked. Throw me on the garden and make Mom proud.
No, 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 no. You're responsible for this dead world. Do not pick me. Ah, you disgust me. Ah. I said no! They picked me. They destroyed my petals. They threw me back in for what? For you to test out some new organic fertilizer? For a tradition rooted in commercial beauty? For pickers who don't care how much we hurt ourselves to reach the precious beauty standards? I said no. And the picker didn't even care. The season is disgusting. Mom, you are disgusting. Enjoy your perfect picking season. I'm done. It's hard to breathe here. There's too much in the air.
Danny, I didn't know we were going to do that. Let's try another fertilizer and then we'll see if they'll... Danny? we've done to our world.